Welcome back to another episode of Dokkan When. I may sound different. I'm in a different room. I got kidnapped.
Shut up and call your parents to give us some money.
My parents don't care. Will kidnapped me. He's forcing me to record a podcast. Someone help.
Was that your Nano impersonation?
No, did you not? You don't listen to our stuff, do you?
Sometimes.
Like
I just finished college, so I can just now have time to listen to stuff.
Okay, fine. Oh, I didn't click over the thing. There we go. I didn't have the main title card up, but no, but Virus and I still can't say his name. I made a joke of I start off everything saying all right, like all right, we got it going. So he said, why don't you just elongate it? And then one of our Dokkan Who's, I believe, was with Dokkan Battle Art. Go check out Dokkan Battle Art, everybody, if you haven't already. Go check out that episode. But he said just elongate it. So that's where I did the first one. And I did it, and I've done it twice now. Well, 3 times now.
This is the 3rd time?
Yep.
Okay.
Will?
Yep.
You love Dokkan, right?
I would say it's a love-hate relationship. I hate that I love it.
I hate it. I love it. It hates me because it never gets the stuff I want. I see.
Okay, we just talked about how, an hour ago, how this banner's been treating us pretty good.
Oh yeah, the GT Goku and GT Vegeta banners are absolutely good. I'm not happy with the units.
Yeah. Wait, you don't like the Goku?
No. I'm not happy with the unit. Because I've told you for a long time, I've talked about, I think since our 2nd episode, I want a base to Great Ape to Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yeah, I wish they transformed legitimately.
And their active skills are terrible.
Yeah. Whenever I saw the video, initially of the release of the data miners finding this, I was like, oh, a transforming Goku and Vegeta that'll transform into Super Saiyan 4. And then I saw the official release and I was like, what?
Don't get us wrong. The Goku and Vegeta are very good units.
Very, very good units.
And a lot of people out there are just disappointed that it's Super Saiyan with a Super Saiyan 4 active skill.
Yeah.
Which I have yet to see on my account.
I still have to awaken my Goku.
I woke the Vegeta today after 10 days of having him. I got him day 1 and just finally did it.
You were just like, oh, okay.
I've done a lot of link loving. Speaking of, Will?
Yeah?
I want you to go try the new GT Goku event while we're doing this.
I don't think I should do it while we're doing this.
I just want to hear your reactions. That's all I want to hear.
I don't know.
But the reason why I asked if you like this game, Will.
Okay.
Do you like everything about this game?
Oh, definitely not.
Dokkan has a lot of units to it. Some of them are good. Other ones
are dog water.
Yes. Some of them, as you may, for those who have listened to the podcast from day 1, thank you first off. But know that someone like me has a few units that literally get hated on every single episode, it feels like.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do, the day this releases, I'm going to have an Instagram story to give a prize to our winner. Whoever can guess my most hated unit. I said it once in the thing, way back when. Will may or may not remember. If he does, don't say anything.
Okay.
This is going to be for fans out there. If you want a chance, your prize, we will feature you on an episode of Dokkan When. You can come join in, just join in and have fun with us. That'll be I'd say that's a fine prize, I'd say. Maybe. What else am I supposed to do?
On the person.
What else am I going to do? Fly you out to no man's land?
No man's yeah.
But we have today a list of units that we hate.
Yes.
And that is quite extensive. Unfortunately, Dale does not pick up his phone, so he's not here with us this week.
Nerd.
Non-nerd. But we have First off, we're going to start off with our dishonorable mention. You can't have a hated list without a dishonorable mention. Am I right?
Yeah, you just have to have it.
So, Will, I'll let you start off. What is your dishonorable mention?
My dishonorable mention is the original Intelligence Golden Frieza.
Dude, he's good. He has an easy A. He's good.
It doesn't matter to me. So at the time, whenever he was released, they released like that was like the one of three that they released.
I believe they had the AGL. The AGL one came out, I think, maybe with it,
And
then the Int one. But the Tech one wasn't around at the time.
yeah, but like
God, do you remember those days?
yeah, when I actually had to struggle in this game.
Well, when
Yeah.
there wasn't such a thing as dokkan fests, here's SSRs.
Yeah, but back then I got him and I was like, oh, a golden Frieza, and then I was just kind of like, he's okay. So just the residual disappointment still resonates in my heart, even though I know he's good now. I haven't done anything with him because I look at him and it just like Vietnam flashback to then I'm just like, wow, this guy sucks.
Man, I like how you don't even have like anything about the unit. It's just like it's a golden Frieza. That's just eh.
Yeah,
I mean, for the longest time, he was the worst golden Frieza, without a doubt.
oh, 100%.
But I mean, truly, now he's a very good unit.
I mean, I haven't really checked him out. You just have told me that he's pretty good.
He's a support for the targeted Goku family. He gets like 50% chance to crit against Goku enemy. He infinitely raises defense. He's a good unit.
Sounds good. It just the residual it's just still echoing in my brain.
Even in his original days, I don't remember people being hyped about him. It was just one of those things like, oh God, it's this Frieza.
Yeah, like it
And
was
then
just like
And then his initial TUR was still garbage.
still horrible.
So yeah, TUR and SSR are hot garbage. Easy A makes up for it. He's a very good unit, but before then, I can understand why you would hate him. Am I good to go for my dishonorable mention?
You are good to go.
My dishonorable mention is a newer unit, Will.
Newer unit.
Tech Janemba.
Tech Janemba. The transforming one?
Yep.
How come?
Okay. Tech Janemba has two forms.
Uh-huh.
He has fat form
Mm-hmm.
and then badass demon form.
Okay.
Fat Janemba came out with AGL Pycon. People who do not know what AGL Pycon does, if he gets three, I think he's 130% attack and defense. If you get three same type orbs, he becomes he gives 30% and 2 key to super 30% attack and defense and 2 key to the whole rotation if they're super class allies. Excuse me. If you get one rainbow orb, he gets a 50% chance to dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Good unit, right?
Yes.
No. But he's okay.
On paper.
On paper, he's okay. He just does not do a lot of damage output. His best part is his active skill as a Ghost Usher.
Oh. It's kind of cool though.
Oh, it is.
Not good enough to carry the unit though.
Yeah. And he has a unit active, which is him and Gogeta doing a super attack.
Oh.
That's super effective against all types. It's an Angel Goku on the rotation. Because Gogeta and Pycon definitely did a finishing move together.
100%. That's canon. What are you talking about?
It's canon and the non-canon's canon.
It's canon in my heart. Okay.
But Tech Janemba here is 120% attack and defense. Okay, he guards all attacks, which is great.
Yes.
Extreme class allies key +2 and an additional attack and defense was 30%, sounding similar, but with 4 key orbs obtained, 4 of the same type key.
Mm-hmm.
That right by itself, it was 4 orbs would not be a problem. It's easy to get 4 orbs. Getting 4 same type orbs is a lot harder than people would think.
Yeah, especially if you don't know how to manipulate the orbs falling.
And even if you know how to manipulate, it's still hard to get 4 orbs.
Yeah, sometimes it's unavoidable.
And it irks me because that right there, one thing I've griped about in this podcast is units that lose half their potential. That's why I put the blue fusions in our tier list at a B.
Yeah.
Because half the unit is gone. Same for the year 3 LR Gogeta and Vegito. I put them in Bs because half the unit is gone. This unit here, and he has more, he reduces damage by 30% with 2 or more rainbow key spheres obtained. That part is easy to get. It's somewhat easier to get. It's easier to get 2 rainbows than 4 solid orbs.
Mm-hmm.
And then his active skill. Demon Form Janemba is a very good unit. His becomes the 3 orbs to do it, like exactly like Pycon, and he has a high chance. It's literally almost exactly like Pycon.
Mm-hmm.
Tech Janemba has to get hit 5 times in battle to activate his active skill. And for those out there that are like, it's 5 hits. 5 hits is easy to do. It's really not. Because I was in the new GT Legendary Goku event and made it all the way to the first Super Saiyan 4 form, and he still, I think it was like maybe turned 12 or 14, right around there, and he still had not been hit 5 times.
I think the thing that people underestimate is like in longer events, you don't want to get hit. You don't want to have to get hit to bring out the better form.
Exactly. And in a short event, you're not going to get hit 5 times because if you have this kind of team, you're going to be taking it out in 3 or 4 turns.
Mm-hmm.
And so Fat Janemba, I would have to say, is my dishonorable mention. Let me actually look at the normal Janemba. Randomly changes key spheres to a certain type to either rainbow key spheres or type key spheres. He's a technical dual orb changer.
Hmm.
Oh no, he gets an additional 40% with 3 or more type key spheres obtained. That's okay. And high chance of evading enemy super attack with a rainbow key sphere obtained. That's a lot better than the fat form. Is it the best? No, but he's still going to be performing very well in his natural demon form.
Yeah.
But Fat Janemba is a terrible unit. And speaking of terrible, we can now get on our actual list because we got our dishonorable mentions out of the way.
So, my first one is STR Ultimate Gohan.
Will, how could you hate a unit like STR Ultimate Gohan? He's so good.
But is he though?
Yes, he has guard, he raises attack, and has high attack and defense. I've been told this.
Yeah.
I've heard people comment saying he has all this and he's good. I'm probably going to talk about it because there are some units I've hated on, like ones I'm going to talk about later, that they try to defend, and I'm going to prove to you why they do not need defending. But, Will, why do you hate this powerful unit in the show?
He's just, like, yes, on paper, he looks like he would be a great unit.
Yes.
But the first time you use him, you're just like, what just happened? Why did I take that much damage? And 2, why did I not deal damage?
Okay.
That's my honest feeling. The first time I used him, I was like, this is supposed to be Ultimate Gohan. And they were just like, okay, here you go.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. I mean, one thing about Ultimate Gohan, yes, he has guard. I think it's a 25% chance to guard.
I don't even know.
I think right now in global it's 25% because we don't have the no, that's wrong. That is wrong, you son of a bitch. I hope you get your ass destroyed.
I'm not doing the Goku event. I'm just getting medals to
wrong.
Goku.
That's an unspoken rule of Dokkan. You do not transform Tech Trunks ever.
Well, listen here, man.
Okay, STR Ultimate Gohan. Yeah, I think in global right now is a 25% chance to guard. That is not good. Other than that, he gives 50% defense to all allies. He does not have any kind of defense other than that, and he has very low defense. So that Gohan, without his guard active, is taking a lot of damage. Even with his guard active, is going to take said damage.
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to, let's see, if I took, let's take Janemba here. Even without guard, tech transformed Janemba has then that's 180. I don't know. I'm trying to think of another unit that has good physical golden Frieza. Physical golden transformation Frieza gives himself defense on the rotation. Mm-hmm. Has good defense, so he's going to defend. Granted, he does stack, but still. A unit, since that Gohan, I'm going to actually go look at the Gohan and read off exactly so someone out there knows I'm not making stuff up or trying to ad-lib. There he is. STR Gohan. Attack plus 120%. Medium chance to guard all attacks. That's a 30% chance. No, that's a 25% right now because Global doesn't have that update as far as I know. And defense plus 50% for all superclass allies. He gives no initial defense to himself, meaning this Gohan who has 10,000 defense at rainbow level is not going to be defending very well. Granted, he does raise attack, so what I've seen Will, granted, I don't know how many dupes Will has in his. Mine is rainbow, so he's hitting 2.8 and can get good numbers. But Gohan is just very terrible on a defensive state and link-wise because he has like hardly any key links.
Yeah.
Initially, the link update system is a little different. Oh, that hurts. People out there, this is going to be a PSA. I need to get the emergency meeting in here from Among Us that I did in one of our Dokkan What's. Whenever you do a dupe in a unit, it's the best thing to do bottom right and then top left. Someone up here had both tops. Top left, top right.
I'm searching for a Tech Ultimate Gohan friend. And I just look and this guy has both top lefts for his two dupes in Ultimate Gohan.
Yeah, it's a top. It's
both tops.
Yeah. People out there, no. Play the game right. Don't do that. It goes bottom right, top right, bottom left.
Oh.
Hey man, I don't like people, Will. People need to understand how to play this game. They need to understand that my way is the only way. Anything else you want to add about this Gohan?
No, I think we said it all.
Fair enough. Now, on to mine. I'm trying to find mine. I can't remember. I'm trying to find him. It is AGL Kid Buu.
AGL Kid Buu.
Actually, no. If I'm being honest, it is the LR androids.
Free to play?
Yep.
How come?
Okay, I've talked about it before. The LR androids have my absolute favorite art in the game. I don't care. It's going to age the best.
So good.
The rain, the thunder, the aesthetic. I was legitimately in, I think 8th grade when these guys came out in the back of science class. And I got it, I was like, yes, my first LR! And I was talking to our buddy Sal, and he looks at me, Hayden, I have no clue what you're talking about. All excited. He's like, okay, you're excited, but I've got no clue what you're talking about. These guys have aged so poorly.
They really have. They're just not that great anymore.
No, they really aren't, and I hate it because I love these units. What these guys do is they give themselves 15,000 attack when performing a super attack. Back in the day, that's good. Granted, the highest I've been able to get them is over 2 million. I think 2.4 on their best rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, they don't have much to. They have no defense. They don't hit typically hard. These guys need an EZA.
A good EZA.
They need something like the Prime Battle EZAs. And I don't know if you know much about the Prime Battle EZAs.
Do not.
But Strength Prime Battle Frieza became one of the top hitting LRs, like unbuffed up rotation.
Mm-hmm. This cat, man.
Became one of the most top hitting LRs in the game. And he's a free to play unit. He's able to get 6 million on a super attack. That is absolutely ridiculous for a free to play unit. He gives himself so much key to,
Just for the listeners, Hayden is attempting to make a wall so this cat cannot get in here
Yep.
at the moment.
Yeah, they're just hearing my voice just fluctuate left and I'm gonna wait for you to just hear him go. But anyway, okay, so these guys need something like that. Other than that, they could be a good unit, but the fact of how poorly they've aged makes me dislike the unit.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to come up with something, I was going to think of something different, but as I looked at it, my immediate thought was they need at least defense. Had they given 15,000 defense naturally, or 20, they could have been a very good unit. But, well, they could be a very good unit. But as of right now, since they only have the initial 15,000 on super, they need more.
They need an easy A.
And I hate it. I love these units, but I hate the units.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And that's kind of what I would have for my number 5, Will.
So my number 4, well, not number 4.
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah, number 4. My number 4 is Tech Hit.
Oh, Tech Hit. Why Tech Hit, Will?
I don't really have a reason, I'm not gonna lie. It's not anything to do with like the card or anything, or like its kit. I just remember when it came out, you wanted it, and I was the one who got it, and I just didn't want it at all. I just don't like Hit as, you know, a character.
Oh, really quick, before you say anything, this is, I forgot to say this at the beginning, I'm sorry, Will. This another PSA. This is strictly for global side. Because some of the things we're going to talk about are global, are exclusive to JP at the moment, so it'll alter the order a tad.
Yeah.
So sorry, Will.
But yeah, it's not like I hate the card because it sucks. I just don't like Hit, and I didn't want him. I wanted a different card that I can't remember now from the banner.
Probably the Strength Kaioken Goku, because I think he was out at the time. No, he wasn't, because Hit was the Christmas banner. Hit was our first good animation unit in the game, if memory serves. Because that Cage of Time that he does is still an awesome animation.
Yeah, it's like, it's cool animation and everything. I don't know. Something about Hit has always just been like, eh.
So Will, as of right now, doesn't have a reason to hate the unit. He just does not like the character.
Yeah, basically.
Because Golden Frieza's, it's Golden Frieza.
Well, I had a reason for Golden Frieza. He was just lackluster compared to the other one.
I mean, fair enough. Because
now
the AGL one is still the best tank in the game.
Oh yeah,
90% damage reduction with 40% or more HP.
It's insane.
One of these days, we got to talk about like our favorite tanks in the game. I bet you $1 you can't figure out my favorite tank in the game.
Probably cannot.
Cannot. I mean, I've talked about them in our top 5 EZAs though.
You have?
Yeah. The second best, my second favorite EZA in the game.
I'll have to go back and listen to it.
Fans out there, if you can figure out my second favorite EZA, message me at Dokkan When Podcast on Instagram. Am I good to go for my number 4?
You are good to go.
I was telling Will this beforehand, and as I thought about it, I changed up a little bit. My top 3 are still going to be the absolute same. And people out there, if you know my top 3 units, I mean, I said if you know my number 1, if you win, I'll edit this in at the end of the episode. It's like, oh, hey, you win. But my number 4 is Bergamo. Physical Bergamo.
How come?
Physical Bergamo, when he first came into the game, let me read you what his original passive was when he first came into the game. Attack plus 20% with each attack received up to 120%. Turns into giant form when conditions are met. And he could transform in a giant form when HP was 80% or less. 2, here's his TUR. Out of the goddamn blue, Bergamo became Bergodmo.
Okay.
Here's what his super attack raises defense by 30% for 9 turns.
Okay.
And if you have a double super, it'll be 60%. Attack and defense plus 30% with each attack received, up to 300%.
Okay. Why?
And it was legitimately, he came out Strength Kaioken Goku. I believe he did. I could be wrong on that. But people were talking about it. He was better than the Strength Kaioken Goku because at 300%, I saw, I think, Truth do it, or someone had him to 1,000,000 defense in the Legendary Goku event, the original one. And I hate him. I love that I don't use the unit. I hate him because of how good they made him for no damn reason.
They made him stupidly good.
I took him into Extreme Super Battle Road, used one damage reduction item, the Icarus, for 35% for 2 turns. On his first turn, he got hit 4 times. The next time he came out, as opposed to getting hit for the 60 he would have at first, he was taking 10, 8,000, 4,000, 1,000 double digits. And Extreme Super Battle Road with no items. Mine's rainbowed, mind you, so it's... But the fact that he's so damn good for no damn reason irks me.
Yeah?
I mean, people out there, I'm not saying he's a bad unit. That's the point I'm trying to make. He's a top tier fucking unit, and I hate it. Like... It'd be the same as like we talked about units we want to get awakenings in the future. Mm-hmm. And one of I talked about was a rare Chappa who gave himself 120% attack for 1 attack only. Mm-hmm. And here's the way it'd be. If that unit gave himself 300% attack, 350% attack for 1 attack, and gave him like 400% defense. No damn reason to be as good as he is. That's why Bergamo here, with his 300% attack and defense and 30% defense stacking for 9 turns, irks me. He's so damn good for no damn reason, and I hate it. I wish it was someone else. I don't even know who, just not Bergamo. I want to see him at Link level 10 because there's a chance he could still be a top tier unit. Will, you look lost.
I don't understand why.
Oh, none of us knew. Just literally out of the blue, people really thought he was better than the Goku. And a long run event because he defends better than the Goku. Granted, the Goku can hit a lot harder. Goku's the top hardest hitting TUR in the game with a 45 million damage in 1 turn. Mm-hmm. And that's in like the Legendary Goku event with his active skill. Units nowadays are hitting so fucking hard. Do you remember back in the day when 67,000 damage was the cap?
You hit that, you were like a god at the game.
And if you could get 100,000, I remember people getting excited whenever units were able to hit 100,000 damage.
I remember when the original LR Intelligence Gohan came out, and everybody was like, dude, he hit for 1,000,000 damage. And I was like, 1,000,000 damage?
Well, you gotta think about like the Tech Cell too, because he was the first nuker in the game. That Tech Cell could hit 3-4 million damage.
Yeah.
On his own, well, with the Tech Goku lead.
Yeah, but like that was the first nuke to.
Oh, he was a nuke.
But I mean, like first you didn't have to run a nuking lead.
Oh yeah. Well, to get those kind of damage, Tech Cell could still do that without it. But yeah, that 18%, and you technically get 36% per orb. That's why that Gohan's so good for people out there who don't know. He gets an additional key per orb, and he gets 18% per key obtained. So for 1 orb, he gets, I believe it's 36%. Unless I'm wrong, that is what I was told whenever he first came out. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Events are hard now. You have fucking Bergamo with 300% defense.
Oh my lord!
It's down to the damn blue.
Am I good to?
You're good. You're good to say. You're good to talk about your next one.
So I actually changed my list, thinking about it sitting here. I took one off and then moved one up, and then added one right here. It's the not that they're bad units. The original, like year 3 fusion units, Gogeta and Vegito, simply because of the transformation requirement, you are missing, like we talked about in the tier list.
Mm-hmm. That I talked about in the tier list.
Yes.
And you said don't use because that's just a small little tidbit.
No. Here's the thing: is now I'm sitting here thinking, yes, like they're both they both deserve to be A, like the different units.
Yes.
But still at the same time, it's just so annoying because you have to get to below 30.
50.
I thought it was 30.
50% and below 50% after 6 turns have passed.
I could swear it was.
Don't doubt me, Will.
Hold up, we're about to check.
30% is for LR Cell.
We're checking right now.
He doubts me. I own this goddamn podcast, Will.
Where does it say conditions on?
It'll be at the, we'll have to transform at the top.
Oh, it is 50.
If-
After 6 turns.
If only I knew about this. If only it was my podcast. If only this was my game.
But it's not.
It is.
It's Truth's game.
No. Truth is irrelevant in this podcast.
It's still Truth's game.
No.
Yes.
It's Garesh's game.
No. But anyway, yeah, still 6 turns and 50%. Any team that they're run on is not going to hit that. Majin Buu, Saga, Potara, Join Forces, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, Final Trump Card, Pure Saiyans, and Battle of Wits. Maybe Battle of Wits.
Join forces. Because we really don't have a true join forces to lead. I think the only one we have is a physical Goku and Vegeta, and they're all out struggle.
Yeah.
Too. That's the only one that is possible there, but even then it's still...
You're not gonna... Most of the time, you're not gonna last 6 turns against something.
No, even in like Super Battle Road, I think once, and I legitimately mean once, I've ever gotten them to transform in Super Battle Road.
I have sometimes, like, I would get, back when I ran the Potara team all the time, I would get bored and be like, I just want to see the fusion. I want to see it. So I would try to get the fusion.
Yeah, I remember doing that.
Yeah, but...
I mean, nowadays with the harder challenge, like the new GT Goku event.
Oh, yeah, harder events like that, you could definitely see the fusions.
That I think on my last one, Will, whenever I'm on my number 5, I want my number 1, I want you to be running through the Goku event. The new one. It's 0 stamina.
I don't know, man.
You could probably beat it.
I don't know, man.
But who'd you say? I just forgot. The fusions.
Yeah, year 3.
Honestly, if you I can understand hating their transformation.
Yeah.
That, like, even I talked about it, and I'm the one who, there's a lot of times I'll be a hypocrite to myself, but I try not to be. I always stick to my morals. But I can understand why you would hate them because they lose half their unit. Losing half of their unit because of a bad transformation makes them immediately worse. No matter how good they are, they could be a top tier unit, but the fact that they lose half the unit as an even topper tier unit makes them a bad unit. Makes me understandable to hate said unit.
Yeah.
Do I agree? No. Do I understand? Yes.
I'm not hating on...
No, you're hating the transformation.
I'm hating the transformation. And that's what makes me, like, not want to use them anymore. Is because I used them for, like, that was the team that I ran for so long. And I just never saw the, like, culmination of the unit. And I had to try to see it.
I'm ready to see you take on the God event, Will.
I don't know if I want to.
I have a Link level 10 Rainbow Intelligence LR Vegito. That's going to have some fun.
That's going to be really good.
Maybe. He can still take a lot of damage.
Hayden, you know how last time I told you I only had 2 extra dupes of that LR Vegito?
Yeah, after I cursed you.
I'm still cursed. Because we're now up to 3.
And for those who don't know, I'm going to tell you all this is another little tidbit that's good for the future. If you have coins, wait until the banner is about to leave to use your coins. Because Will here needed 1 dupe for his LR Vegito and bought it. And so I cursed him because he didn't wait. And now he's pulled 3 additional dupes.
3.
It's smart to use your coins because when the time is done, whatever units you don't have and want, you didn't summon, so use them then. As opposed to, I'm going to use it, and oh, damn it, I just got 5 of them in 2 multis. So that one I bought was useless.
Yeah.
So I've cursed Will, and I don't regret it. Will's cursed. He's never going to stop pulling those guys. Ever.
I have 3 of them now.
And they're not good use for any units.
No, and they never will be.
Isn't it just Goku and Vegeta?
Yeah.
Or is it Goku and Vegeta Angel?
I think. Sometimes I just look at them and I'm like,
Because if it's Goku,
why are you here?
Because if it's Goku and Vegeta Angel, then it is technically possible to use them in.
Eternal Rivalry, Goku and Vegeta.
No, even Goku and Vegeta Angle. Yep, Angle. I'm about to say if it was Angel one, you could at least put him as super attack food to the STR-LR. But no. Am I good to go to my number 3?
You are good to go.
My number 3 just somewhat recently got an easy A over on JP. He is AGL, and I griped about him in one of our episodes that has God damn it. I can never say Miles and Virus. That's always Myrus and Viles. Myrus and Viles, this is what you're going to be called from here on out. I'll let you decide who's who, but AGL Tapion. And that's why I had to make a disclaimer. This is global only at the moment. Well,
we've talked about this unit a good amount of times on this podcast.
We really haven't.
We've talked about him at least
the first time
two times for you and me.
What I've heard, I go back and listen through to make sure audio is okay, always, and all of the episodes, even though I'm going to do it for this one, and hopefully we don't have to redo this one. If so, we can maybe get Dale on here, but who knows. But Tapion has been talked about once.
Maybe it's the talk afterwards, but I distinctively remember sitting down at my computer in my dorm in Stillwater and talking about him twice.
But if it comes down to recording, the first time he gets talked about is one of them was the Dokkan What. I think I talked about him in a Dokkan What. But one of them was a Dokkan When that had Miles and Virus. I hark on the unit for the first time in the podcast. But Tapion here, the reason I hate Tapion, and some out there who've heard it may know, if not, they could be click off like Tapion's good, click. Because I've actually been contacted by haters, and I grant that block them. But I'm saying this unit's good, and they tell me exactly why, and they'll be like, okay, here's why he's bad. Tapion here, he reduces damage by 50% unconditionally, which is great. I took him in Extreme Super Battle Road. Didn't win with him, but he was taking very little damage. 150% attack and defense plus 50% when HP is 50% or less. When you fall below 50% HP, he then transforms into Harudegar, unless he's already been transformed. But because of his new leader skill, he can transform into Tapion twice if he's your leader. On the giant form, units can transform 1 additional time. And I don't know if you can hear my roommate in the background, but so Tapion in the giant form can get Harudegarn twice, which is okay. But the reason I hate Tapion himself is his passive. You have to be below 50% HP to get 150% attack and 50% defense. With that, you fall below 50% HP on Giant Form. Let's take Giant Form as a prime example. Or movie heroes. One of those, let's say movie heroes. You do not want to be below 50% HP. You want to immediately heal back up. So one turn, you have him as a good hitter, but the next turn he has nothing. He hits for 800,000. He's under 1 million non-easy 8 rain mode. And he's terrible. So to have him need to be below 50% HP to get any sort of attack buff, but you don't, with not needing to be below 50% HP, you heal up. Next time he's about, he's just 50% damage reduction, making his attack utterly useless unless you want to sit there and risk being below 50% HP for a long event. And the only events that are going to fall below that are like Android 13, the Dokkan event, Physical Broly Dokkan event because the super attack, or events like the God event, Legendary Goku event, Infinite Dragon Ball History, or some easy A's. But at that point, you can't heal on easy A's. But he's offensively terrible. He hits as hard as my roommate. And that's crap for those who don't know, because my roommate's about 2 inches in diameter. So Tapion sucks. After Easy A, he's okay. He gets attack and defense, and then gets additional attack when you fall below 50% HP. So he's at least able to hit like at 1.8. But the fact he loses 1 million damage from Easy A to not makes him terrible. I do not want to be below 50% HP to get a unit's full attack.
Yeah. It's just not good.
No, that's not. And you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, I'm starting to get heated talking about this Tapion, and I have 2 other units. 2! Technically 3, but I hate Tapion. AGL Tapion on the global side sucks. My next one also sucks, and he's not, and he sucks on both sides. But Will, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Bio Broly.
Oh, Bio Broly, huh? We need a new Bio Broly.
We do. We need a good Bio Broly.
I like Bio Broly as a character.
Bio Broly as a character is pretty cool. Bio Broly's card.
The Bio Broly sucks as a unit.
He's so bad. So if I remember correctly,
What event are you playing?
Oh. Yeah, I still haven't awakened him.
Lame.
So if I remember correctly, when he... Are you pulling him up right now?
I can pull him up really quick.
Okay.
I have him rainbowed. Might as well.
Can you read him off?
Bio Broly! The only Bio Broly in the game. A defense plus 100% and attack minus 50% when facing only one enemy. Attack plus 100% and defense minus 50% when facing 2 or more enemies.
You don't want either of those.
Not true.
Maybe the attack.
No.
You want the defense?
Because when Super Saiyan 3 AGL Goku first got his Easy A, this Bio Broly was a prime unit to use. Because he gave himself 100% defense. Granted, he lost 50% attack, but he could defend for like 10,000 damage against the first Easy A in the game.
Yeah, but I just... It's like... Do you want to die and hit also hard, or do you just want to throw a feather at him but not die?
I mean, I'd prefer to not die. You eventually outlast them.
Yeah. But am I going to just take this unit on a team willingly? If somebody's holding a gun to your head, yeah, you're going to have to take them on a team.
No, I refuse.
But if I'm just sitting here on a random day, just like, let me run some random units, I'm not going to look at Bio Broly and be like, yes, I want to take Bio Broly.
I really, I have him rainbowed. I want to go take him on a team. I don't know what team I'm going to take him on. What is he on? He's on Resurrected Warriors, Movie Bosses, Artificial Life Forms. His probably best team is going to be Movie Bosses.
Yes.
Maybe after we're done with this, I may go hop in and take him into an event and just see how well he can do. Nowadays.
It just doesn't make sense to me why you would do that.
Kind of does.
I
don't know if you've ever actually seen the Bio Broly movie, because whenever we were younger, the movies would play on Nickelodeon once a week. I would get them all recorded. Bio Broly was not one of the movies that was played on Nickelodeon. We had Broly Second Coming, and the first Broly movie. I remember the good old days of Dragon Ball on Nickelodeon. But Bio Broly was one I had to go to YouTube to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Bio Broly, when it was a 1v1, tanked damage, but somehow did not mutilate everybody he hit. However, when it came down to him fighting Goten and Trunks, because the heroes of that movie are Goten, Trunks, 18, and Krillin,
Mm-hmm.
he started getting hit around, but his attacks were starting to mutilate them, and one hit made them bleed. So that's why he's built like this. If I'm being honest, I like his design. I like the uniqueness of his design. He's the second most unique unit in the game.
Unique is a word for sure.
Because of his passive is the second most unique passive in the game. The only unit I think is more unique is the physical LR Broly, Chile, and Lemo.
I just wish that they didn't have the negative portion. If it was like facing one enemy, you tank everything. Facing two, you do a lot of damage.
So a game like 100% attack and defense unconditionally, one enemy is 100% defense, other two or more is 100% attack.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. Give them an easy A.
And if they did that, it'd be cool. Like, that's a cool gimmick. But just the negative portion of it just...
Why? Brr! One! Brr!
Kakarot! Kakarot!
God, that sounds terrible.
It's
his trigger word. Kakarot! It's like the dude who's afraid of his own screen. He's like,
I've seen that video.
And it's Broly. I think it's Team 4-Star does it. Team 4-Star Broly's trigger word is Kakarot. He says Kakarot. Does he trigger himself? Kakarot! Kakarot!
And he just turns into legendary Super Saiyan form.
And every time he says it, he just makes himself angry. He just gets buffer and buffer. Kakarot! Kakarot! Kakarot!
Just at one point, he's just a boulder of muscle, just one giant pec.
We made the joke numerous times when we were younger, and even on the podcast, like Super Saiyan, we thought Super Saiyan 3 Broly, because Super Saiyan 2 Broly, which was I think in Budokai Tenkaichi, one of them, was like twice the size with twice as much muscle. Super Saiyan 3 Broly, before he was a thing, he'd literally just be one giant oozing undulating ball of muscle and vein, and every once in a while he'll go punch, punch, punch. There'll be nothing, and it'll just be a hand. Have you ever seen the anime movie Akira?
No.
Don't, first off. It's terrible. But at the end of the movie, one of the main characters turned into a weird blob of a monster and eventually just randomly sticks parts of him out and then retracts back in. It's an undulating ball of flesh that eventually devours everything. But Broly would be an undulating ball with veins and muscle, and you just see every once in a while, it's moving, punch, and it just retracts back in. The perfect square. The perfect square, you just see a fist, and it doesn't even fly. It just, you don't see legs, it just goes shoop and just jumps.
Just looks like a bouncing ball of muscle.
No, its veins move it. He just wriggles across the top. But I can understand why you would hate Bio Broly. I'm not saying he's a good unit, because he's not a good unit, but he has definitely one of the most unique passives in the game. If I'm being honest, my opinion.
It's definitely unique, that's for sure. Because they saw it and they were like, yeah, we can't do this again.
As far as, the only other thing we'd have would be like Mask Saiyan was if you face two or more enemies, he gained like 40,000 attack, 50,000 attack, and 20,000 defense.
I remember when the mask scene came out.
I put money. That was the first time I put money into this game.
And you haven't stopped since.
Not true. I put no money in the Janemba and PyCon banner. That's the first time in like 2 years I haven't put money in this game. Even like $6. Am I good to go on to the one unit that we all know was going to be on this list?
Yes.
People out there, if you're listening, you all know who's about to be here. He's legitimately been hated on, I think, since the beginning of the podcast. My hate is translated to Will and Dale, because they say, at least I think Will didn't care at first. Dale had no idea about him, and now my hate has become his hate. And Will has also just gravitated and grown my hate.
So, at first, I was just kind of like, he's not that good. And then I was like, why did they have to do him like this? Like, just make him this bad.
Yeah. And it's literally just, in my hate is slowly just oozed into them. We have someone in our podcast Discord that tries to defend this unit. And people are just sitting there, I was like, well, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? You all should know it by now. He's intelligence. He transforms. It's fucking intelligence Goku Black. TUR. Which we all knew was going to be on this list.
Yes.
Goku Black.
Tell me about him.
I don't even know where to start, Will. And no, I'm not sitting here trying to find the unit. Will can agree that I have him on my phone.
He's on the phone.
With his neat little sticker effect of the flaming fire and the flaming black effects. Looks pretty cool.
Looks really good. They tried to butter us up to the fact that he sucks.
Yes. Goku Black is a 150 category for time travelers, which is okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's respectable.
It is. He greatly raises defense on super attack. Okay. That's also respectable. But. Attack plus 40% at the start of each turn up to 120, and chance to perform a critical hit plus 5% with each attack received. No defense. Not a single bit of defense in this freaking unit, except for his super attack passive. And for those out there that are going to defend Goku Black isn't that bad. After a while, he can defend. Turn 1, I took him into the legendary GT Goku event, Will. And used a 35% damage reduction item. Hey, Mochi finally figured out how to come in. And he looked at it all. I was like, oh. There's no telling how long he's been trying to come in. But I took him into there. He did his first super attack and then got hit. For 33,000 damage with a 35% damage reduction item.
You see, the statement from earlier where other people say, quote unquote, after a while you can defend. The key words there are after a while.
Yeah. Turn 1, he sucks. Turn 10, he can also suck if he doesn't get a super attack. Though, granted, when you run him on a good team, once he transforms, which I'm going to get into his transformation too, it's easier to get a super attack, but it's not always guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have, here's the best rotation. I had him linked up with AGL Rose. And for those who don't know what AGL Rose does, let me actually find him. Where is he? There he is. He doesn't give defense. Oh, I thought he gave defense. I thought he was 30% attack and defense. Rose doesn't give any defense. It's a Tech Merge Masu that does. So he probably would have made him defend slightly better. Only slightly.
Keyword slightly.
50%, it probably would have taken about 27,000. But Goku Black, every other Goku Black is okay. AGL 1 is by far the best. Okay, Intelligence LR is by far the best, with AGL being second, SGR being third. And Intelligence Goku Black being fourth.
Mm-hmm.
With the only one that's less worse than him is the free-to-play Tech Goku Black. And I'm not going to count the World Tournament units because I don't have them. I have not seen them in action.
Screw the World Tournament. Once again, we're just going to take this moment, a word from our sponsors. The World Tournament Hate Corporation, headed by your very own Will.
I run the podcast. Will runs the hate. But Goku Black, I wish upon a shooting star, I'll go rub Aladdin's magic lamp, I'll go throw a pot and the coin into the wishing well, I'll go to Hogwarts and throw my name in the goblet of fire. He had some sort of initial defense to him.
He would be good if he had some defense.
And his attack buildup in his natural form, I'm still in the first form, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't do anything. It builds up attack 40% per turn. So after 3 turns, then he'll be fully built up. Mm-hmm. But turn 1, he barely can scrape over 1 million. Mine does. Mine's 55%. So I mean, granted, if you have a rainbow one, yeah, he could probably be defending maybe 6 or 7 turns in if he double supers every time.
Mm-hmm.
But not everybody's going to have a rainbowed one.
No.
You have people like me that had to buy him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've never been able to pull him. If he got rainbowed, maybe I'd like him more. But I've even seen like Truth, who has all Dokkan Fest units rainbowed, took this Goku Black into the Android 13 event and died because of Goku Black at rainbow level, who supered every single turn.
He's just not good.
No. His lack of defense is legitimately the reason I hate him oh so much. And then when he transforms, he still has it. No defense and greatly raises defense on super attack. He's just terrible. Give him defense, please. ECA him. Give him defense. Anything. Dodge chance. I don't know. Give him something so he's not getting hit for 60,000. Because if I didn't use a damage reduction item, he was taking about 64,000 damage.
He so desperately needs an easy A.
He does.
So desperately. Probably one of like the units in the game that just like needs an easy A.
Like we talked about in one of our other episodes, Will wasn't part of it, but Miles and Virus and I discussed, and I used this Goku Black. He needs an easy A. Needed it. Still needs it. Will always need it until he gets an easy A. And even then, he's probably still going to need an easy A.
Unless they decide to just make him godlike.
Like, for God, no.
Could you imagine? They turn one of the worst built units in the game. Well, he's Dokkan Fest, isn't he?
Yeah. Who? Goku Black, yeah.
One of the worst built Dokkan Fests in the game into one of the best Dokkan. That'd be crazy.
Well, I mean, you got to look at like Intelligence Gogeta, because Gogeta without his defense was a terrible unit, but now after he's a top tier.
Now he's insane.
But Goku Black, like back to the thing, he needs defense, and at least base form, he needs to have initial attack and defense to build up from. Other than that, he's just sitting there. It's like, huh? What's defense? Ow! Turn 10. I have slightly more defense. Ow! Like, it is possible to get him to 200, 300,000 defense, but you need to have him rainbowed.
Yeah.
55%, he's terrible.
He's not good.
And that's why I said, if I had him rainbowed, it could be different. I'm probably still always going to hate on Goku Black. But he's not a good unit. He's a very poorly designed unit. He doesn't give himself ki in the first stage. Granted, he doesn't need it if you have him linked up with a Rose or a Merged Zamasu. But still, you have the situations where he needs that ki and cannot get it. And that's what makes him a bad unit. Lack of ki and lack of defense. And then once he transforms, he gives allies 3 ki, extreme allies, so makes it better. So if you have him linked up with AGL Rose, he's always going to super. But at that point, it's like only mine, when he transforms, if I super every single time, goes from 27,000 defense, and at that point, he is at 57,000 defense. Mine goes up by 10,000 defense each super. I've done the math. So turn 6 with 67,000 defense, or 57,000 defense, not good. At all.
No.
And that's why I hate Intelligence Goku Black.
Am I good to move on to my number one?
You're number one, Will. Then I gotta go share my limelight with two number ones.
All right. My number one. I've talked about how I hate this unit and this character many times. Many times.
Before we say anything, I'm gonna argue with Will. The unit is not bad. After EZA, the unit is not bad.
Okay, yes. I can admit, after the EZA, the unit is not bad. But the sheer amount of time and money, not real life money, Zenny, that it took to get the stupid tech LR Hercule when he came out was so annoying. One, I got him just because Hayden was like, you could have another free LR and you could say you have another LR.
Hey, you gotta lower my voice. You have the high pitched voice here.
And I was like, okay. But the sheer amount of time and Zenny that it took to get this character, my resentment for Hercule just started to build and build and build and build. So once I got him to LR. He's still sitting at level 17. Haven't touched him since I got him to LR.
Wow. Why do you hate him, Will?
He's just... I just told you why. Like,
Devin, tell me more, Will. Tell me more. I have reason. I dislike Hercule as a character.
I dislike Hercule as a character because he tried to take the limelight from everybody during the Cell Saga and stuff like that. But just the unit in the game, the amount of time
and
Zenny that it took.
And then also to the EZA too, because you have to wait every day to buy, I think, only 3 medals at a time.
For such a lackluster unit compared to the amount of effort.
That makes a lot of sense. And those who don't know, it takes 100 million Zenny to get Hercule from SR to LR. Then I think it takes another 100 million, I think. I could be wrong on this. But it takes a lot of Zenny to get him to EZA.
Mm-hmm.
Hercule, even in his first debut, was not used in any events.
Nope.
And Will, it's time for you to start the new Goku GT event.
I don't think I'm going to.
Will, it's 0 stamina. What the hell are you going to lose?
My pride.
That's the whole point of the event. I want to just hear your reaction as you go through it. I'm sure the listeners would too the first time. Will does not do hard events. Will can beat hard events.
I can.
He just doesn't do hard events.
This is correct. What team should I take?
Take your Potara team.
Potara.
Yes.
Okay.
Take Potara. Or if you can take Final Trump Card if you want to take Final Trump Card, but I would probably recommend Potara for the higher defense and higher attack. But Hercule, when he first came out, I think Hercule gives himself 20,000 attack, or a high chance of 20,000 attack and 7 ki. This is his initial passive. Was not used when he first came out.
Was not at all.
Never. I never remember seeing anyone be like, guys, look at what the Hercule's done. I run him on a main team. Never. There were free-to-play units back in the day. Whenever he came out, free-to-play units were terrible. Hiccups. I would see people run Prime Battle Goku over the Hercule. And Prime Battle Prime Battle Goku in his day was terrible. At least in this time. Because he had aged poorly after aging. When he first came out, he was, I think, the best unit. He was the best unit in the game. Then after his EZA, he was a top 10 unit in the game. What's up, Will? Do you want me to set my Vegito as lead for you?
No, I have a 100% friend.
Mine's the Link level 10.
100%?
Yes.
Oh, you might. That would be great. I still haven't EZA'd AGL Rose.
No, that's fine. Oh, you don't want to take him into that event. You don't want...
So who should be my final? Well, they don't have to go, but I just do it for the healing.
Candy Vegito. No, you don't have him easy. Will!
I don't have Candy Vegito easy 8, bro.
What the hell? Then I guess take AGL Vegito. You don't have any physical Vegito. What the hell, Will?
I'm telling you, man. I got tired of using Patara units.
Yeah, I got him my LRs.
After 2 years of using them, I was just like, yeah.
But yeah, he's Hercule.
What sports items should I take?
I always take an Aider and a Niggerus. But I hate Hercule for the reasons that Hercule is a terrible character. Will said he stole the limelight, and Dale has made the argument before. Hercule saved Earth because he told everybody to do the stuff. Just the Dokkan Wind Bones. I'd said it to the name so you know. But
no, you said Aider?
Yeah, Android 8.
Oh, okay, hold up.
But Hercule, for those out there saying Hercule saved Earth, no. Had Hercule told the truth, what he said wouldn't have happened. Goku would have said, I need your energy. And then they'd be like, here, Goku. We know you're fighting for us. Hercule's like, oh, I'm the champ. Oh, I got my nose broken, got every single bone in my body broken. But you know what? They were using special effects. Am I wrong? He got fucking bitch slapped by Cell and sent into a rock wall 150 foot away. And Hercule's like, oh, special effects. I sound like Hulk Hogan, brother.
He got destroyed.
I don't think Hercule has ever legitimately won a fight. He lost to Kid Trunks. He lost to Pan. Everybody's just, the only reason Hercule's won fights is like, I'm rich. Here's Zenny. Here's 100 million Zenny. Oh, somebody's trying to do 7 deletes and stuff in the Discord. But Hercule just sucks as a character. Hercule could have died and I wouldn't have cared. Granted, Hercule did die and I didn't care.
You're not coming up?
I'm not?
No.
Uh-oh. Go just do a soft reset. Just hop in and hop back out.
Yeah.
But we all hate Hercule. Dale's the only person who likes Hercule, and we don't understand why. Well, am I good to go for my number 2? Well, 2 number 1s.
Good to go.
My first one is an LR.
Okay.
The first World Tournament LR. Piccolo.
Yes.
Who gave himself I saw a Rainbow Link Level 10 showcase of him on Truth's account.
Mm-hmm.
At 23 key, you want to know how much damage Piccolo did?
How much?
Take a guess.
Not a lot.
No, take an actual number guess.
So at 23 key, this is when is this? Like, what year?
This was this year.
This year.
After the name update, he was on the Namekian team linked up with Nail. 23 key.
700,000.
Little higher. 900,000 attack at a 23 key.
That's ridiculous.
He's terrible. And his defense, he gives himself, I think, 20,000. I don't have the unit. I don't want this unit. But he gives himself, I believe, 20,000 defense and gives allies 5,000 defense. Either that or he gives himself 30,000 and gives allies 10,000, but one of those two. And he is not good. He's aged so poorly. Oh, yeah, I have people on the Instagram saying, hey, who's your most hated unit? Or who's the worst LR? Piccolo. Piccolo, Piccolo, Goten and Trunks, Piccolo. There's a different discussion for Goten and Trunks, but the Piccolo is tied for number 1 because he is terrible. For how hard it is to get him, he is legitimately the worst unit in the game. Second worst unit in the game.
First being?
My first most hated units, and this is the one I'm talking about. If people out there can get a Piccolo too, I'll do something for you, but it's this one I'm talking about. Physical Chowmon. Physical motherfucking Chowmon is my most hated unit. Do you know what Chowmon does, Will?
I do not.
His leader skill, physical type HP and defense plus 60%. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
His passive skill, Ki plus 8 and attack plus 3,000 when HP is 50% or below. Okay?
Okay.
Does that sound bad?
Let me look
Ki
at it.
plus...
Okay, let me... Do you have it up on the screen?
I have him right here. He's level 1.
Okay, just...
Do not look at his super attack.
Okay.
If you can avoid it, do not look at a super attack. He gives us 8 ki, 3,000 attack when HP is 50% or below.
Once again, 50% or below.
But he's on a team that back in the day it was easier to get this. His super attack is an AoE, which is fine. AoE units are good. Like World Tournament wise. LR Krillin, LR Easy A Broly, Physical Movie Broly, Strength Broly, all the Brolys. And Physical Trunks and Majin Vegeta, Tech and the LR are good AoE units. Chalmon here is the absolute worst example of an AoE unit.
Okay.
Do you know what a super attack does, Will?
What?
Lowers your HP by 20%. Will's eating his off-brand Cheetos over there and choking.
20%?
20%! Not an exaggeration. He literally lowers your HP by 20% on super. Has no natural attack buff, has no natural defense buff. Turn 1, you super attack and get that. 55%, if he double supers, you can lose 40% HP in one turn.
That is, wow.
There's no one out there that convinced me there is a worse unit in Dokkan. LR Piccolo can at least be used. Chalmon, you do not want Chalmon used. You're going to die. HP lowering enemies and the units in the game, we could probably do this list more than once, our top hated units, more than once. If we do this ever again, I'm going to have HP lowering units in the in the list. AGO Kaioken Blue, Physical Super Kaioken Goku, LR Frieza. LR Frieza lowers HP by 8% on his 12 ki. Because it's the Death Slicer, the thing cuts him in half. So that makes sense. But Chalmon here, 20% HP for no reason, not even any sort of gain. If he had, I don't know, 100% attack and lowered HP by 20%, he'd be okay. He'd still be shit, but he'd be okay. But the fact that it's just 20% HP no matter what, with no buff, that 3,000 attack is not worth it.
No.
8 ki is not worth it to lose 20% HP. I could go give a unit 8 ki off links alone, and they'll do more. I can go give an SR unit 8, well, not 8 ki, but still, ki. For a better payoff than fucking Chalmon.
That's ridiculous.
20% HP. I'm afraid what they're gonna do if they give him a TUR.
Minus 80% HP.
But I'm legitimately, this is not even a joke. They're gonna do like, unless they lower it, which they won't. Hope they might, because AGO Kaioken Blue in his SSR form lowers your HP by 7%, and then his TUR lowers it by 5%. They could lower it to either 15%, which is still a lot, or they're going to do something fucking stupid and raise it to lower HP by 25%.
Yeah.
But here's the payoff. You get 4,000 attack and 9 ki if your HP is 60% or below. What the hell were you thinking, Akatsuki? This should have been an April Fool's card. This was on the Dragon Ball Heroes banner, like a legit banner that had somewhat good units. They released this piece of shit. This is something I would have made as a gag unit.
This is a real unit.
Yes.
This is like 100, like, for the people listening, like, this is... It's a real thing in the game.
We're not, but because we've had people out there. One person was actually talking about, we had a Dokkan Who with Dokkan Battle Art. Will, do you remember the Arala units?
Yes.
Not many people do. We had someone actually messaging me saying, hey, What are you talking about Arale units? There's no Arale unit in the game except for the LR Goku and Arale.
Mm-hmm.
There were 4. A free-to-play one, an AGL one, a strength one, and a physical one.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was AGL. And they were Dokkan, technically Dokkan Fest units. They're like the same amount of Dokkan Fest as Tapion and, hey, Will got the fusion. How are you doing over there, Will? You getting hit hard?
Yep.
What phase are you in? Oh, that's the easy phases. He's in Super Saiyan 2.
Yep. I got supered against physical Super Vegito. Hit pretty hard.
Yeah, well, probably 400,000.
Yep.
Yep. Will's over there. I told him to try it. Now I'm waiting for him to get. I was hoping to be going through it quicker, and he'd be hit by like a Great Ape super attack against physical Super Vegito.
Do you think this is that's what I should do?
Nope.
Why not?
You want Tech Vegito Blue in the. No, look. No, you would actually. That'd probably be the best bet if I'm being honest, and give that LR Vegito the Ultra Super so he can raise everybody else's attack. I would have the physical Vegito Blue up front, but mine's rainbowed, easy A, link level 10.
Mine's not link level 10, but it's rainbowed. But
That's the way I would do it. Then I would have him link. Then leave it exactly like that. But Chalmon here. Back to the whole thing. Will's over there doing the event. I'm teaching him to do it as he's going through because he'd get hit for probably 40,000 on a normal attack.
21.
With physical Vegito Blue lowering the damage by like 40%.
Yeah.
But Chalmon here legitimately has no payoff. That's why I hate Chalmon. No sort of payoff, no ups, except for that AoE, which really just basically does a nut tap of damage for 20% HP drop. That is not worth it. Nothing in the game is worth that. Even if you give yourself 1,000% attack, which is what 2 units in the game that can give themselves 1,000% attack. I don't know if you know these units, Will, but it's AGL Trunks and Mai and Strength Bardock can give themselves over 1,000% attack. No, Bardock can't. He can give himself 400% attack. AGL Trunks and Mai can give themselves over 1,000% attack. That's counting their active skill, and they have all their passive 100% buffs active. They can give themselves 1,028% attack. That is not even worth 20% HP drop, I don't think.
No.
They have to give themselves probably 2,000% attack. Can you imagine that they were going to get 2,000% attack units, Will?
That's going to be long after I've quit this game.
No, maybe. Maybe. We have units like Brigadmo that have 300% attack and defense.
Yeah.
But truly, Chalmon, I think, can take the cake as the worst unit in the game. Do you disagree, Will?
I do not.
As someone who doesn't even have him, I should have told you to take him into the event and just use him once. Watch you just getting strength form Goku get nut tapped. Just dead instantly. I'm waiting to hear him get super and just be dead instantly. But yeah, Chalmon sucks. Absolutely. Without a doubt, the worst unit in the game. And if we have a winner for the thing, here's our winner. I'm going to insert something in later. Here's your winner, blah, blah, blah. But I think that was good to say our least favorite units, Will.
Yeah.
3 of them knew what mine were. 2, technically, they should have known what 3 of mine were if they paid attention to our second episode of the podcast. I said Chalmon in the podcast. If we ever do a top hated units, Chalmon's definitely going to be number 1. Now it's going to be round 2. Who's my next most hated unit? After this group of 5. Will doesn't even know.
I do not.
I mean, I could give you a sneak peek if I'm being honest. I'm being honest, William.
You could.
Should I?
I don't know. Should you?
I mean, I can. Why not? It is the physical nuke Trunks lead from the Android 13 movie. Because he lowers his defense by 50% on Super.
Oh.
Yeah. Granted, he has 200% attack when he does a super attack, but it lowers his defense by 50%. Yeah, it's not my most hated unit. He'll be my dishonorable mention. You'll never know until we do this again. But while Will's over there playing, we're going to have another idea for our next episode. Will, do you happen to have an idea?
No,
Damn you, Will.
I was not prepared for this.
What our next one is going to be, we're going to go through a little bit of a dislike phase because we have a lot of likes.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the first one that was dislike, the worst things Dokkan Battle has ever done was our only hated one. Our next one is going to be our least favorite Easy A's.
Least favorite Easy A's. Okay.
Which, whenever I say least, one of my, I'll say, I mean, for those out there, I gotta say my second favorite Easy A because Will completely forgot it. One of my most favorite tanks in the game is Easy A AGL Super 17. Because he can tank in this event you're in against Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Like tank, like double digit numbers.
He took 67,000 damage on a super attack with tight disadvantage.
That's disgusting.
Yes. He's probably my favorite tank in the game.
All right, we are two. We're two grade 8.
Oh, Will's on grade 8. Oh, yeah, just leave it like that. I don't think you're going to win, but just leave it like that.
Oh, I'm not gonna win, but I am gonna use a.
No.
I'm gonna use an Android 8.
You're dead.
I'm most likely dead, but I'm still gonna use an Android 8.
And hopefully, like I said, on our next one, if someone can end up figuring out my unit, I'll give them they can join us on our least favorite Easy A's. If not, maybe we can get Dale back in if he'll ever pick up his fucking phone. Because I've been messaging Dale for 2 days now, trying to say, hey, we're going to record on Wednesday. Hey, we're going to record on Wednesday. Dude, we're going to record tonight. Dude, are you going to be able to join us tonight? And he hasn't picked up once. So for those out there, Dale may not be part of the podcast for much longer. We may kick him out. So we'll have a vacant spot. Do you want a chance to be on Dokkan Wen Podcast? Come on down to Dokkan Wen Podcast Instagram. If you can figure out my least hated unit, which you probably already have by now, or if you had, come join our podcast. Be a new main person. Maybe. That'll probably go to
I
virus.
survived.
How much damage did you take? Not much. Let the Goku Black and Zamasu go first.
I kind of want to win.
You aren't winning. That's Super Saiyan Grade 8 as well, hard phase, but you are not going to win.
I at least want to try.
Because he gets harder. Right now, he's hitting like a piece of paper compared to his next form. And his next form is going to hit like a piece of paper to his final form. But yeah, we're going to talk about our least favorite Easy A's. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of a snippet afterwards because we're going to have a snippet of whenever Will continues. So thanks everybody for listening. Stay cool and peace out, everybody.